It's a new year and a fresh MotoGP, with more Grand Prix taking place in more nations and reaching more people than ever before. The next season will be the largest one ever. Moreover, the MotoGP Sprint is getting ready to make its calendar debut and provide even more excitement to Saturday's track action. Here's a summary. For MotoGP, Friday will continue to be a practice day and will include the two sessions. First one begins at 10:45 and lasts 45 minutes, while the second has been lengthened to 60. Starting at 3 o'clock, the cumulative times from P1 and P2 will be used to determine who advances directly to MotoGP qualifying rounds Q1 and Q2. Because they are no longer free, they are no longer termed free. On Friday, Moto 2 and Moto 3 each have two 40-minute sessions. Both contribute to the combined times, although for the lesser classes, the P3 on Saturday morning also counts. Now, Saturday is a guaranteed smash. Similar to the previous FP4, the MotoGP conducts a 30-minute free practice session before it's a time to qualify. Q1 gets underway at 10:50, while Q2 completes the grid at 11:15. Following that, riders will visit a new stage for some in-person fan interviews during our new post-qualifying show, and then it's time to run. The MotoGP Sprint will be distinct from the other races. The new race will start at 3 o'clock on Saturdays after a shortened 15-minute grid, and the podium position will vary according to the Grand Prix to bring the celebrations closer to the fans. The top three finishers in the sprint race, the pole sitter and the leader of the championship, will speak at a news conference that follows at 4:15. Moto 2 and Moto 3 will each get a 30-minute P3 session on Saturday morning before the sprint, and their direct entry into Q1 and Q2 will be determined by the sum of their P1, P2, P3 timings. The MotoGP class begins and finishes the show on Grand Prix race day, since Moto 2 and Moto 3 classes do not have warm-up sessions. Before the MotoGP Rider Fan Parade at 10 a.m., the action begins at 9:45 with a 10-minute warm-up session, allowing the crowded stands to wear their idols before lights out. Before returning to the Hero Walk for extra time to interact with fans in person, the riders will go around the circuit and halt at a few pit stops. Moto 3 racing gets underway at 11, followed by Moto 2 racing at a slightly earlier start at 12:15. The MotoGP Grand Prix race gets underway at 2 o'clock and the customary podium presentation happens at 3. The MotoGP Grand Prix race will always be the last track activity on Sunday, and the Moto 3, Moto 2, MotoGP hierarchy will be upheld throughout the season. The possibility for spectators to swarm the podium and participate in the festivities is offered at many events.